If you are bent upon to be somebody extraordinary, special, then life cannot flow through you. Then there is a constant struggle between life and you, between your small ego and the cosmos. This is creating madness. The whole earth has become a mad planet. And this madness cannot be helped by treatments, therapies, because it is so basic a style of life. This is not a pathology. This is how we are living. Our whole style of life is mad. So you cannot help through therapies unless the whole lifestyle changes. And there are only two lifestyles, ego-oriented and egoless-oriented. You must be somebody. This is one way of life. Then madness is the outcome. Really, the madman is the most extraordinary man. He has achieved the extraordinariness. Because now he is completely uprooted from reality. He is not concerned with the reality at all. Now he lives isolated in himself. He has created his own world. Now the dream is the real, and the real has become just dream. Everything is upside down. And you cannot convince a madman that he is wrong. Because he is very logical. Madmen are very rational and logical. One madman used to come out of his house every day in the morning. He will chant some mantra and make some gestures. So whosoever was passing, he will ask, "Literally, what are you doing?" And the madman will say that I am protecting this neighborhood from ghosts. So the person who was asking will say, "But there are no ghosts in this neighborhood." So the man will say, "Look, because of my chanting mantra, they are not." He is rational. You cannot convince him. Ghosts are not there because of his chanting. But he lives now in his own subjective dream world. You cannot pull him out. If you are somebody, that is, if you think yourself somebody, because nobody can be somebody. That is not in the nature of things. But you can think yourself that you are somebody, then a part of you has gone mad. That somebodyness is your madness. And the more this cancer of somebodyness grows, the more you will be cut from reality. A Buddha is a nobody. All his doors are open. The wind comes and blows. The rains come and blow. The sun rays enter and pass. The life flows. He is not there. This is what I mean when meditation has happened, will happen to you. And this is very ordinary, natural, real. Third question, you are often saying that this is good or bad, or this is right or wrong. Is this a language just for us, as we are not able to realize the oneness of everything, or is there such a thing as good and bad? No, it is simply a language. For me, there is nothing good and nothing bad. But this will be too dangerous for you. Truth can be dangerous. Really, only truth can be dangerous. Lies are never so dangerous. Because they are not potential. They have no force in it. Truth can be very shattering. This is the truth, that there is no good, no bad. Nothing is right and nothing is wrong. Everything is as it is. All condemnation, division is futile. But this will be dangerous for you. This will be too much for you. And you will misunderstand it. You cannot understand it. When I say there is nothing good, nothing bad, you cannot understand it. You will misunderstand. And you will have your own interpretation of it. If I say there is nothing good, nothing bad, whatsoever you have been thinking up to now was bad, you will think no. There is no need to think it bad. It will become a license to you. And you will start a double thinking. You will think for yourself that there is nothing good and bad, but for others, you will not allow the same. If you can allow the same for others also, then you have understood. Then it is not a license. Then it is a freedom. But the mind must be one, and there should not be double standards. Why I say there is nothing good, nothing bad? Because goodness and badness are interpretations, they are not reality. There is a flower outside in the garden. You can call it beautiful, somebody can call it ugly. The flower is neither. The flower exists there in its authenticity as it is. And it is not bothered about your interpretations also. But to you, it is either beautiful or not. That beauty and ugliness are interpretations, not reality. It is your mind which says it is beautiful or ugly. The flower will not be affected by it, but you will be affected. If you say it is beautiful, your behavior will be different. If you say it is ugly, your behavior will be different. You will be affected by your interpretations. And I am talking with you. So I have to constantly remember that whatsoever I say, your behavior will be affected. Unless you come to a point where whole emphasis has changed from doing to being, when you are not interested in doing and you are only interested in being, then you can understand what I mean, that there is nothing good nor bad. Things are as they are. But this is possible only to be understood when you are deeply centered in the being. And if you are centered in the being, then whatsoever you do will be good. Then there is no danger. But right now you are not centered in the being. You are centered on the periphery, continuously choosing what to do and what not to do. Really, you have not asked the question, what to be. You have been always asking what to do and what not to do. Whether this will be good if I do or will not be good. You never ask the question what to be. And unless being becomes more important than doing, there is good and there is bad. It is for you. Then something has to be done and something has not to be done. And how I make this difference and why? If there is really no good and no bad, then how and why this difference is made? To me, again, the difference I make for you, and I call something good if it leads to your being, where everything will become good. And I call something bad if it leads you away from the being. And if you go on being away from yourself, everything will become bad. To help you to come to yourself, to your home, I call something good and bad, something right and wrong. And it is better to use the word right and wrong than the word good and bad. Because I am more concerned with techniques, how to bring yourself to your own being. So a technique can be right if it brings you. A technique can be wrong if it doesn't bring you, or becomes a hindrance, or moves you into bypaths, or moves you on ways which will become cul-de-sacs and will not lead you anywhere. But if you ask me ultimately, then there is nothing good, nothing bad, nothing right, nothing wrong. And if you can understand this right now, and start living in a way where nothing is wrong and nothing is right, and this is for you as far as you are concerned with others, and the same for others as they are concerned with you. Jesus says, do unto others as you would like to be done with you. And this is the basic principle of one standard. And this is the whole of the teaching of all those who want to help you to come to yourself. One standard. Nothing is good, nothing is bad, but not only for you, for everyone. It is easy to say that to steal is not bad if you are stealing. But if someone else is stealing something from you, then it becomes difficult to say that stealing is not bad. I have heard about a thief. For the fourth time, he was caught. And the judge asked him, that you get caught again and again, what is the matter? If you are not so efficient, why go on doing it? The man said, it is not the question of efficiency. I am alone, and the work is too much. So the judge said, then why don't you have a companion, a partner? The thief said, morals have gone so low that you cannot depend on any partner. Even a thief thinks in terms of morality for others. Morals have gone so low. You cannot depend on a partner. So I have to do all the work myself. And the work is so much. This is the deepest teaching of all the knowers, that there is nothing to choose. Everything is accepted. If you can accept it in its totality, you are transformed. But if you are cunning and want to deceive yourself, then this total acceptability will be dangerous. So I say many things to you just because of you. And just in between, and go on communicating that also, which I would like really to say to you. But it can be given only very indirectly. You are so dangerous, so suicidal, that you can commit something which will be harmful to you. Higher truths, and this is the ultimate truth, not only higher. Naropa says in his song that an inch's difference and heaven and hell are set apart. An inch's difference, that this is good and that is bad, and heaven and hell are set apart. And you will have to live in anguish. You have created the division. Bring all the dualities nearer, closer, and let them merge. The good and bad merge into each other. The darkness and light merge into each other. Life and death merge into each other. Then there is Advait, then there is oneness. That oneness brings freedom, transformation. Fourth question. It is our imagination through autosuggestions that has established us in the world of the finite, in the world of the names and forms, in the world of pains and pleasures. Can some instrument be used to reach the infinite, the absolute, the blissful? The same instrument in the reverse order. You have come to this house, soon you will be going back, and the same path will be used again, but in the reverse order. While you were coming here, your face was towards me, and when you will be going back, your back will be towards me, but the path will be the same. No other path is needed to go back home. Only the direction changes. The way which you have traveled to come into darkness will be the way, is the way, the only way. You will have to travel back. The way that has brought you in misery and anguish will be the way which will lead you towards bliss and ecstasy. There is no other way, there is no need. And remember, don't follow any other way, otherwise you will never reach the home. You have to be alert to follow the same path again. Only change the direction. A total about turn. Hypnosis, autosuggestion, they create this world. De-hypnosis, de-autosuggestion, and you will be back to the real. There is no finite world. The world is infinite. It is your superimposition, your hypnosis, that it looks finite. Withdraw your hypnosis, it is infinite. It has always been so. All techniques of meditation are similar to hypnosis. It creates a problem. In many minds it creates a problem. Then they go on asking, what is the difference between hypnosis and meditation? There is no difference. The path is the same. The direction is different. In hypnosis, you are falling more and more asleep, losing awareness. In meditation, you are coming out of sleep, gaining awareness. The same path. In hypnosis, you are conditioning yourself. In meditation, you are unconditioning yourself. But the process is the same. Meditation is hypnosis in reverse. So whatsoever you have done with yourself, you have to undo it. That's all. Try to do. Very simple experiments will be revealing. You can hypnotize yourself. Close your room, make a small experiment. Close your room, make it completely dark, then put a small candle just before your eyes. Then without blinking the eyes, stare at the flame. And just go on thinking that you are falling asleep. You are falling asleep. A deep sleep is descending on you. Just let this thought be floating there within. And go on staring at the candle. And let this thought be there as a cloud hovering over you. You are falling asleep. You are falling asleep. When you do it, you have to say, I am falling asleep. The sleep is descending. My limbs are relaxing. And you will feel a subtle change immediately. Within 3 minutes, you will feel the body has become heavy. Any moment you can fall down. The lids of the eyes are heavy. Now it is so difficult to go on staring at the flame. The eyes want to close. And everything has become numb. Now you can feel this is hypnosis. Being more sleepy. Falling into unawareness. Becoming more unconscious. Feel the feel of it. What is happening? How your mind has become cloud. The clarity is gone. Aliveness is gone. You are becoming dead. Your body feels more weighty. This will give you a sensation how your consciousness can become unconscious. Try this for 7 days so that you can feel it completely what it is. How you descend in the well. How more dark, more asleep, more unconscious. And at the last moment, suddenly, you will not be there. The flame has disappeared. You are fast asleep. So you can feel the grace. Then after 1 week, try the other experiment. The same room, the same flame, the same way of waiting, the same way of staring, but a different thought in the mind that I will become more and more alert. I am becoming more and more alert. More alive, more alert. The body is becoming more and more weightless. Let this thought be there and go on staring at the flame. And you will feel a sudden surge of life, awareness and consciousness. And you can come to a point within 7 days where you will feel so alert as if the body is not. The whole spectrum. On one point is deep sleep where you forget yourself completely. On another pole is deep awareness where everything is forgotten, only you remember yourself. And then there are many mid stages. The stage we are in is just in the middle. Half asleep, half awake. So whatsoever you do, you are doing in half asleep, half awake. Both the processes are the same process. Thought in an intense state becomes reality. Thought condensed becomes a thing. One thought continuously in the consciousness. It transforms you. It becomes a seed. So if you are struggling to be more and more alert, you are deconditioning yourself, moving in the other direction. Gurdjieff calls it self-remembering. He says, continuously remember yourself. Buddha says, don't forget yourself, whatsoever you are doing. Continuously go on hammering that I am doing it. And he is so particular that he says to his monks, while you are walking, your left feet comes up. Remember that my left feet is coming up. Now the feet is going down. Now the right is coming up. Now the right is going down. That the breath is coming in. That the breath is going out. Remember, continuously, whatsoever is happening, use every happening as a situation to remember. Don't do anything in unconscious state, sleepy state. And Buddha says this is enough. If you can work this 24 hours, sooner or later, you will have dehypnotized yourself. You will have become aware, alert. Hypnosis and meditation are the same process into diametrically opposite directions. You can use hypnosis to awaken you. You can use hypnosis to fall deep in sleep. And if you become master of the art of hypnosis, you have got the key to open all the doors of life. If you are not the master of the key of hypnosis, then you are a victim of so many forces. This is worth understanding. If you don't know what hypnosis is, then you are a victim. Everybody is trying hypnosis on you. I say everybody. They may not be knowingly doing it, but everybody is trying. There are different ways, methods. The whole world is filled with hypnotic tricks. The same advertisement in the newspaper, on the television, on the radio, it goes on hammering. It becomes a hypnotic thing. In the mind, you go on repeating. Lux is the best soap. You go on repeating. Wherever you move, on the walls it is written. In the film you see it. On the TV screen it is there. On the radio it is there. Magazine, newspaper, anything. Lux toilet soap. It goes on. You become hypnotized by it. Then you go to the shop, and the man on the counter asks you, what soap you need? You say Lux toilet soap. You are asleep. You are not saying it consciously. It has been hammered in. Now it is built in. Crores of rupees are spent on advertisement just to hypnotize you. Those advertisements have to be repeated continuously. Repetition is the way. Then there is imprint, and you become unconscious about it. Suddenly it comes out of your mouth, Lux toilet, and you think that you are choosing. You are not the chooser. The whole education system is hypnosis. That's why for the teacher, a higher place is needed. And scientifically, it must be measured. Because there is a point. The way I am sitting here, this is the wrong point. This is not right. Your eyes must be in such a tension looking at me. In such a tension, not relaxed. Then you are hypnotized easily. Hitler used every proportion. He had a expert committee. How much distance from the audience and how much height. So eyes are rightly in the tension where they become easily hypnotic and sleepy. And then all the lights will be put off in Hitler's lecture hall. Only lights will be just on Hitler. Nobody can see anywhere else. So you are forced to see only towards Hitler. And then in a particular situation, a particular tension is created. In that tension, he will go on saying something for a time while. The things that he wants to put in you will be said later on when the whole idea has become sleepy. Then they simply move into your unconscious and they start functioning. Now they have invented subliminal advertisement. In a film, you see a film between two scenes. Just for a few seconds, the advertisement will be flashed. You will not be able to read it. You will not know even that what has happened. You will be simply seeing the film. Suddenly, for a few seconds, the advertisement will be there. You will not be consciously alert about it. Only 2 persons in 100 can feel that something has happened. Those who have very keen eyes, they can feel that something was in between. 98% will not feel, but the unconscious has read it. It has entered in you. There was one experiment about it in one American film. They flashed a particular brand of cold drink. Something new. Only 2% persons became aware that there was some advertisement. 98% were fully unaware. But in the interval, they went out and asked for the drink. Many people asked for the drink. They were not aware that there was advertisement. It was so fast. Hypnosis is all around. Education uses it, politics uses it, the market uses it, everyone is using. And if you are not aware, then you are a victim. Become aware. And if you become aware, you can use it. Not to hypnotize others, but to dehypnotize yourself. And if you can become completely dehypnotized, you are free. You are liberated. And there is no conflict between meditation and hypnosis. The conflict is in the directions. The process is the same. Enough?